Hello everyone, Richard here at Calvin Wazoo, where I hope someday that everyone will learn what it means to say yeah. And it's another episode of Song X Song. And this time we're going to be doing Nirvana. So it's going to be Nirvana's Nevermind up against Nirvana's In Utero. Now with the vinyl releases, I have the special deluxe editions. This is a 3-album release, and then this is a 4-album release. So yeah, went all out with those. But as I go through this video, I'll be referring to the CD versions of these two releases. We've got Nevermind, which was released in 1991, and I will not be considering the unknown track, Nameless, Endless Nameless, that hidden track on the CD, because then now I'm dealing with 12 songs, and there are also 12 songs for In Utero, which was released in 1993. So that's the important thing with the song by song or song X song, is that in the comparison between the two different releases, there needs to be the exact same number of songs. So there will be no comparisons between, let's say, the Cars debut and Candy-O, because there's different number of songs on each. It doesn't work. So while future episodes I'll be talking about two releases by the same artist, they're not necessarily going to be sequential in that artist's catalog. Anyway, let's get to it with these two releases with the opening tracks. And both of these releases have very, very strong opening tracks. I mean, you've got Serve the Servants, which is just a solid banger of an opener. And then, of course, you've got Smells Like Teen Spirit opening Nevermind. And what a song this turned out to be. This was a song that just really overwhelmed people. It just took over the airwaves. It took over not just the radio airwaves, but TV airwaves with MTV. In fact, that's how I first learned about Nirvana, was on MTV. And when I saw the video and listened to the song Smells Like Teen Spirit, whoa, I was really, really blown away, and went out and bought the CD immediately. Well, the next day, because the show was at midnight. Anyway, yeah, really, really strong opening tracks for both of these records. But the clear winner is this one with Smells Like Teen Spirit. I mean, just both in production and terms of style and everything about it, it is a much better song in my opinion. So out of the gate, Nevermind has scored 1, and then In Utero 0. But then we get to Scentless Apprentice, which is the second track in Utero, and then In Bloom. This is really, really close. So close, because I love the chorus from Bloom. He's the one who likes all our pretty songs, and he likes to sing along, and he likes to shoot his gun, but he don't know what it means. Don't know what it means when I sing yeah. But then again, Scentless Apprentice, the noise and how it ascends up the scale, and especially toward the end, it's just like, wow, this is a really solid song as well. Such a killer song. But again, I'm gonna go with Bloom, In Bloom, because I just love that chorus. I love the song again. I love its structure, everything about it. Yeah, the winner is Bloom, in my opinion. So Nevermind has got now two to 0 for In Utero. Well then, track number 3, we have Come As You Are from Nevermind and Heart-Shaped Box from In Utero. This is a no-brainer to me, Heart-Shaped Box. It's just an absolute amazing song. Absolutely amazing songwriting, and then the musicianship accompanying the words to the song, to the lyrics. It's just absolutely amazing. It is the better song by far of the two. So now we've got Nevermind with 2 winning tracks and 1 now for In Utero. Okay, next track, we've got Rape Me, which is from In Utero, and then Breed from Nevermind. Yeah, I'm gonna go with again. This is a no-brainer. Rape Me is a better song. It's a much better done song, that is anti-sexual assault than I think Polly, which is on Nevermind, is in that respect. It's just a much better song, more powerful, and again with its structure and everything about it, Rape Me is the better song. So now it's 2-2. We got a tie going on between these 2 releases. Well, then we come up to the song Lithium from Nevermind, and Frances Farmer Will Have Her Revenge on Seattle from In Utero. Now, Lithium is a great song. It's got very simple pop song structure to it. In fact, a lot of the songs on Nevermind, when you really think about it, they're just really good pop songs, and have very simple organization and structure to them. And the one thing I love, though, about the song Lithium is it's just, I don't know, it's just got a nice, easy feel to it. But when it comes to Frances Farmer Will Have Her Revenge on Seattle, I just love the chorus. I miss the comfort in feeling sad. It's just, man, it is just, and then the way he sings it, it's just so freaking great. So, and overall, it is the better song than Lithium. Lithium's not a bad song, but Frances Farmer is the better song. So that now puts us with 3 winning tracks on In Utero to 2 winning tracks on Nevermind. Well, now we come up to the next tracks. Let's see, we are going with track number 6. So we've got Dumb from In Utero, and then Polly from Nevermind. Now, Polly is a strong, I mentioned before, it's a strong anti-sexual violence song, but it doesn't, it doesn't stand up against the song. If it was pitted against Rape Me, for sure, it would lose against that one. Dumb, is a little bit, in comparison to the 2 songs, it's anachronistic. It's it doesn't match with that song all that well, but it's so endearing and matter of fact and kind of blissful in a way. And I like Dumb better than I do Polly. So yeah, Dumb's the better song. In Utero has now got 4 winning tracks to the 2 that I named from Nevermind. Okay, now we're going to track number 7, and we have from Nevermind, Territorial Pissings, and then from In Utero, we have Very Ape. All right, so the working title for Very Ape was Punky New Wave Number. That's what it was. But yeah, Territorial Pissings they're similar in content. But you got like the line, from Very Ape, where he's singing, I've seen it all, I was here first. That whole da-na-na, da-na-na, it's very frenetic, yeah, when he screams that out, I've seen it all, I was here first. But then Territorial Pissings is it's similar in its content. And, I think it's a little bit stronger. And I really like the line, just because you're paranoid does not mean they're not after you. It's just good. So Territorial Pissings, in my view, wins. So now it's Nevermind 3-4 for In Utero. Still kind of close. Well, all right, now we're going up to track number 8, and we've got Milk It from In Utero, and then Drain You from Nevermind. Milk It is, it has this power coming from the gut that's juxtaposed with the quieter vocals and the guitar tinkling in between the that's, you got that primal screaming just coming in, after that part. Drain is a more straightforward pop song. In fact, I was reading that Cobain thought that would be a bigger hit than Smells Like Teen Spirit. But anyway, Drain You is a solid song. It's got a great crescendo at the end, but I'm going to go with Milk It. Yeah, that's the winner. So In Utero is now 5 to Nevermind's 3. Okay, next song is track number 9, and we've got Lounge Act from Nevermind to Pennyroyal Tea In Utero. Pennyroyal Tea, that's the clear winner. Lounge Act is a great song. It's got solid song structure. But yeah, Pennyroyal Tea is just, again, we're sticking with the theme, dealing with not so much sexual assault, but with abortion and things like that. Pennyroyal Tea, is what the Indian of the subcontinent, Indian women would drink to induce an abortion. So it is a poignant song, and it's the clear winner for, let's see, we are on track number 9. All right, so going to track number 10, we've got Stay Away versus Radio Friendly Unit Shifter. I really like the basic track rhythm structure of Radio Friendly Unit Shifter. Just really love that. Its strength, its driving force. The song is relentless, but it's also kind of sad, revealing Cobain's fear of losing control of his identity. Stay Away is, kind of similarly matched with this, but it's more directed at macho male culture, especially when he's singing, I'd rather be dead than be cool. It's a difficult choice between the two, because, this is, in a way, the songs that are being matched together in this are similar in their theme and content. It's a really difficult choice. And I'm going to go with Stay Away as being the better song. So that brings us to Nevermind with 4 against the 6 for In Utero. Okay, now the next track, all right, is track 11. We have On a Plane from Nevermind, and then Tourette's on In Utero. And the interesting thing about Tourette's is that, in the material that comes with the CD has, the lyrics to all the songs except for Tourette's. There are no lyrics in the liner notes. And when you go look up lyrics for this song, you're going to see variations because he's just screaming everything. And it's at times sounds like, gibberish. It's a very short, very chaotic song, very appropriately named. On a Plane strikes me as a kind of an ironic song because, love myself better than you. I know it's wrong, so what should I do? It's ironic though because I'm not really convinced at that time that he liked himself better than, that he liked himself all that much. I think he was beginning to deal with some of the, issues that were cropping up in his life. But he's on a plane and he can't complain. He's just cruising and maintaining. So I think some people have misread the song, especially when he says, I love myself better than you. But he's on a plane. He's just cruising. He's not soaring way above everybody. It's like he's flatlining the whole time. And point of that, despite the really cleverness of Tourette's, On a Plane to me is the better song. So now we're up to 5 for Nevermind and 6 for In Utero. That's 11 songs and we're down to the last track on each one. Ooh, what's going to happen? Well, the last tracks, we've got Something in the Way versus All Apologies. And both of these songs are outstanding closers. Really. And they're both, to a large degree, autobiographical. Something in the Way was a phrase that was painted underneath the Yonge Street Bridge in Aberdeen, Washington. And this was a place where Kurt Cobain would go hang out underneath the bridge. Now, there was this myth about him being homeless, and that's where he lived. As far as I can tell, that is myth. There is no verified information that he did, in fact, actually live under the bridge for a while. But he did spend time there under that bridge. And he did have this menagerie of pets, that very non-threatening pets, that he collected. And I guess there was a point where he considered changing his diet because it is a common thought that, fish have no feeling, they feel no pain. That was only recently and clearly scientifically demonstrated to be false. The fish do, in fact, feel pain. Anyway, All Apologies, though, is also really strong and heartfelt. It is simple, really simple song, but it's also this very, desperate revelation of his melancholy, of Kurt Cobain's melancholy. So it's autobiographical in terms of Something in the Way is autobiographical, but it tends to be a little disjointed in parts. And I think you get a clear autobiographical feel with All Apologies. He's being apologetic, but there's also the challenge within the song that everyone is gay that was directed at homophobes. Cobain reportedly said in an article that I am not gay, although I wish I were, just to piss off the homophobes. He really hated the bro culture and that whole mannish culture among youth at that time. So the song is going to be, though, to me, clearly it's All Apologies. I mean, it's just a wonderful song. So heartfelt. so emotional to me. It just really flexes on all points. So there we go. In the end, we have 7 tracks on In Utero that I think are the winner tracks versus 5 tracks on Nevermind that I think are the winner tracks. Hey, leave your comments in the down under what you think about these 2 records. It is, the one is not clearly better than the other, in my opinion anyway. But this one is a little bit stronger, has stronger songs. But man, this one is really just as almost as incredible. It just has a few songs that, while still great, doesn't match up as well against the ones that were here on In Utero. Yeah, so leave a comment in the down under. Let me know what you think. You can also find me on Instagram, where I go by the handle of NewsDude76. That's NEWZDUDE76. I also have a Facebook page called Calvin Wazoo, where you will not only find the videos that I make here posted, but also other music-related video content and article content that I will post from time to time there. Hey, hit the like button. It really helps out. I appreciate that. Especially if you're already subscribed, please hit that like button because it really helps with the algorithms and distributing my content. I hope you enjoyed this episode. There will be more coming. So remember to pray for the people inside your head, for they won't be there when you're dead.